Brett Gardner joins us now from the Yankee Clubhouse down in Tampa. Tonight the Yankees will play the Baltimore Orioles, and he's nice enough to pop on the show. Brett, it's Michael and Don. How you doing?
I'm good, guys. How's it going?
Things are good. Do you feel like after you sign a contract that there's a weight lifted off your shoulders? I mean, you're pretty much set up for life, thank God, with that contract. Is that a feeling that you have?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, you obviously still have to go out and do your best, do your part. On the field and off the field, do your best to keep your body and your mind in good shape and go out there and help the team win. But definitely takes a little bit of pressure off, and I look forward to having a good year.
When they acquired Ellsbury, did you think your days were numbered?
I wasn't sure. I definitely hope not, obviously, but I just didn't know. I knew that it definitely increased the chances of me maybe getting moved somewhere. But it's one of those things that's completely out of my control, especially in the off season. Just got to go about my business and get my work in and get ready for spring training.
You know what's interesting, Brett? A lot of guys, when they come to within 1 year of free agency, they want to play it out. Now, you might have made more money if you played it out, especially if you had a Brett Gardner type of year. Did that ever come into your thought, or was the security more important?
No, I definitely did. It was a tough decision to make. I guess at the end of the day, obviously the security was a little more important, but I definitely feel really good, healthy, and ready to go. So I definitely, a part of me definitely wanted to play it out and see how it went. But at the end of the day, I mean, I want to stay here and I want to be with the Yankees for the long term. And I felt like agreeing to this deal, even though it doesn't have a no-trade clause, I felt like it gave me the best chance to stay in New York for the long term, so that's why I did it.
Now, spring training is your chance to get physically ready, but is there a bonding that has to go on when you have so many new players on a team like this?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you come down here every year and you're looking at some new faces, but this year it seems like there's a little bit more turnover, and so far so good. We got a great group of guys, and everybody's having fun, getting along, and it's good getting to know everybody and getting not only on the field but off the field. And I think it's going to be a great year. We got a great group of guys, and we're having a lot of fun so far.
Brett, how tough was last year to take? I mean, it's almost amazing in retrospect when you look that the team won 85 games and they lost so many man hours to injury. Big time players like Mark Teixeira and Derek Jeter. And looking back, does it amaze you that you guys won that many?
No, I wouldn't say it amazes me. I mean, I definitely, definitely a lot of emotions involving last year. I mean, definitely disappointed with the way things ended and not making the playoffs. But, definitely take some pride in going out there and competing every day. We had a great group of guys that really rooted for each other, really pushed each other, and we tried as hard as we could possibly try, and at the end of the day, it just wasn't quite good enough. But you definitely try and take some positives from it and try and build on that.
Now, even though you play, you go about things differently, but when a guy like Carlos Beltran, who I understand when he went to San Francisco on that trade from the Mets, really helped a lot of players, really worked with a lot of guys, like that's the kind of player he is. Have you gotten that sense as he's come over here that he's a really good team guy that you can learn something from? Yeah,
for sure. And we've only been together for a week and a half or so, but he's a guy that I really look forward to talking to and learning from, not just on the bases, but in the outfield and at the plate. He's a guy that he's a lot of fun to watch just in the cage. He's got some different things that he does in the cage, his routine, and mechanically he's very, very sound, and he's a guy that I've been trying to look at and pick up on some different things. And I'm sure as time goes on down here in spring training, he's going to have a lot to share with us, like I said, especially on the base running side.
Brett, you have proven yourself to be an outstanding left fielder, and I think that one of those years you actually got robbed of the Gold Glove. I thought you should have won it, and when you look at all the defensive metrics, you were the best left fielder. But the sexy position with the Yankees historically has been center field. Ego-wise, is it difficult for you to move to left and not be in center?
No, not really. I mean, that's part of the thing with them signing Jacoby and me signing to stay here. It's something that I just kind of have to put to the side and do whatever's best for the team. And I talked to Joe about it, before spring training even started in the off season, and just told him that whatever he wanted me to do, if he wanted me to play in left field or right field or hit first or second or eighth or ninth, I'll be ready when he calls my name. And I take a lot of pride in that, trying to go out there every day and no matter what he wants me to do, trying to help the team win.
What was your reaction when you heard about Jeter retiring?
I was surprised. I think a lot of guys were surprised, but he seems like he doesn't seem like he's going to change his mind. So when he says something, he usually means it, and I look for him to have a great year, and hopefully we can send him out on a high note.
Now, 3 spots that you might end up in the lineup, first, second, or ninth. Is there a different approach at each of those spots, or do you go up there and try to do the same thing?
No, I pretty much go up there and try and do the same thing. My job's to get on base and and distract the pitcher and try and get over in scoring position and make some things happen on the bases. And my approach doesn't change too much no matter where I'm hitting in the lineup. So just get my work in down here in spring training and see what happens during the season. But it's not something I've really spent a whole lot of time thinking about, to be honest.
I look at you, Brett, as a guy who could steal 50 to 60 bases. Is that a number that you aim for? Not that you're going to give us your goals. A lot of players feel superstitious about that. But are you a 50 or 60 base stealer type of guy?
Yeah, I feel like I can be. Last year was a little tough for me. And
how come?
Just some different reasons. I got off to a little bit of a slow start and tried to play through a little bit of I don't want to say injury, but a little bit of maybe some dead legs or soreness, and sometimes maybe when we were a couple guys short, I felt like I had to run out there, and it wasn't necessarily 100%. But I feel great right now, physically, mentally, and I think that I'm definitely capable of stealing that many. And like I said, I'm looking to learn from Carlos and learn from Jacoby, and hopefully Jacoby can push me, and we can maybe have a little friendly competition and see how many we can get.
Now, it seems like you got more pop than you did last year as a team. Ellsbury has hit 30 before. Teixeira comes back healthy. McCann can hit home runs. Beltran, Soriano. So if you're on base, do you feel less pressure to steal because now there may be some 2-run home runs, 3-run home runs left in this team more so than last year?
I wouldn't say less pressure to steal. I'd say it depends on the situation. It depends on who's up and what the game situation is. But we're going to run. We got some guys that are capable of doing some things other than just station-to-station baseball, and we got some guys that hit the ball over the fence. But we got some guys that can run and steal bases. We're going to take advantage of that. We're going to put pressure on the defense and make some things happen and score a bunch of runs.
What do you think of Tanaka so far?
He looks great. I definitely I'm excited to see him as he progresses through spring training and once the season starts. But I was pretty impressed with him the other day, and he's another guy. He just he's got a great routine. He goes about his business in a very professional manner, and so far he seems great.